No.
All right, I might have to back this up a little bit.
My knees.
Now I'm
man.
gonna actually hear we're good.
That's insane.
All right, y'all. I'm Chris. If you didn't attend last time I taught, I'm gonna have everyone start in an easy seat. Crisscross applesauce, as they say in elementary. Turn on the music. I want you to start to tune out distractions. I know it's tough. You've been working hard, having fun. So find your sits bones, your hip bones. Sit up nice and tall. I gotta get this on my Bluetooth. So finding your center, your grounding. I want you to close your eyes and start to tune into your breath. So putting one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. You can feel your breath. Notice the rise and fall of your chest, your abdomen, maybe even your shoulders if your hand's a little up higher. See if you can slow it down a little bit. So taking a few more breaths here, see if you can maybe extend your exhale to be a little longer than your inhale. So breathing in through your nose, and either out through your nose or your mouth, your choice. One more breath here. Exhale, let go of anything that's not going to serve you in your practice. Let it go. Hands can come by your side. We're going to do some shoulder rolls. I encourage you to keep your eyes closed through this. Inhale, let your shoulders come forward and up. Exhale, let them come down and back. Repeat that. Inhale, shoulders forward and up. Exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together and down. One more time, up and back. Exhale, down. Let's go the other way. So inhale, you're going to bring them up and forward this time as you exhale down and back. So sitting up with a nice tall spine as if there's a string pulling the tip of your head up a little taller. Do one more round of breath. Coming into a nice neutral shoulder spot, maybe squeezing them together behind you just a little bit. Hands can rest on your knees now. We're going to go ahead and do some neck rolls. So go ahead and bring your chin towards your chest. Feel the length of the back of your neck get a little longer there. And go ahead and start to go either direction. It doesn't matter. So you're taking nice slow roll of the neck. We'll go two one way, two the other. So switching directions if you haven't already. So that was my two, just for a pace thing. Slow and controlled, no rush. So sitting up nice and tall again, we're going to keep stretching out the shoulders. Take your right arm on the bottom, left arm on the top. Then you can either bring the backs of your hands together. We're doing what's called eagle arms, or maybe you can wrap your hands around so your palms are touching. Doesn't really matter which. You can even grab your shoulders if you want. If you inhale, or when you inhale, lift your elbows up a little bit. As you exhale, hinge forward. You're going to be pulling on the upper parts of your shoulders, your trapezius here, and let your head come down. So you're resting your head perhaps right on your hands there. Maybe your arms come all the way down. Maybe you're just hinging forward. Find some relaxation. Taking deep breaths here. One more. Slowly rise on up, using your core to pull you up. Uncross your arms this time, left on bottom, right on top. Backs of hands together, maybe palms wrap around, come together. Inhale, lift your shoulders up just a little bit. As you exhale, hinge forward. Find length through the top of your shoulders and your neck. Forehead down. So big breaths here. One more breath.
I'm not doing this right.
Inhale, come on up. As you exhale, let your arms come back. We're going to take what's called reverse tabletop. I'm going to go sideways to show. Bring your hands behind you, fingertips by you. Feet can come out in front. Inhale, lift your hips on up. If it's comfortable, you can let your head come back. Take one more breath here. And go ahead and slowly come down. Flip on over. So hands now are underneath shoulders, knees are underneath hips. So traditional tabletop. So facing forward might be easier. See what's going on. So we're going to do some cow and cat breathing. Inhale, let your belly drop, scoop your back. As you exhale, arch your back, press the earth away. Tailbone and chin tuck. Inhale back to cow. Exhale back to cat. So I'll remind you of keep going with your breath. I'll remind you of the initial instructions to tune out distractions. You get out of yoga what you put into it, just like volleyball practice. So find one more round of breath. Inhale in a cow. Exhale into your cat. Finding a neutral spine. Let your right arm float as you inhale. Find a nice side stretch. As you exhale, we're going to swoop it under your left arm, dropping your right shoulder, right ear towards the mat. This is called thread and needle. You can use your left hand to push into your mat a little bit, get a little bit more stretch. Or you can bring your arm out long, do what feels good. So taking big, deep breaths here. One more. Following inhale, you're going to press into your left hand. Let your right arm come out like it's a big paintbrush, sweep in the air. Exhale, release. One round of cow and cat. Reset the spine. Exhale, cat. Back to neutral. Inhale, left arm lifts. Find a nice side body stretch. As you exhale, reach through, thread the needle with this arm. Shoulder and ear to mat. You can continue pressing into the earth with your right arm. Maybe it comes around your back. It's another option. So if it helps, you can close your eyes in the poses. You do not need to necessarily be keeping them open through these once you find your grounding. It helps you with the distraction. You got 30 minutes of focusing on a mind-body connection, building that up. All right, next breath, right hand presses into the earth, left arm comes out, big thread, exhale, release. One more round of cow and cat, inhale in a cow, exhale in a cat. When you're ready, we're gonna curl the toes underneath, lift your hips for down dog. So upside down V shape, head just hangs down, pressing into the palm of your hands, draw your chest towards the top of your thighs. If you want here, you can lift one heel, push the other one down, kind of that pedaling motion. See what feels good here? Inhaling, coming up on your tippy toes. Slowly find your way forward till you're into a nice forward fold. Inhale into a halfway lift, find some length. As you exhale, refold. Let your head come down. Grabbing opposite elbows here will give you a little bit of a sway. Release your lower back. Bend in your knees as much as you need to get comfort through your hamstrings. Taking one more breath here. Releasing your hands down to your mat. Let your left leg float behind you. So standing L. Once you get your left leg up, go ahead and keep your head dropping down. Go ahead and drop your left hip too. So your left pinky, you're trying to pull down towards the mat a little bit. So standing L. Go ahead and let your back leg fall to your mat. We're going to find a low lunge. So you may need to reposition your feet as necessary. You're going to drop your back knee. So a nice low lunge. When you drive your hips forward, your knee should be roughly over your ankle. It can go a little bit past, but if you find your ankles really far back, like you, my friend in the front row, move your front forward on the blue mat. I think that was my first yoga mat I ever used. That's one of my loaners. All right, so drive your hips forward. Go ahead and let your left hand stay planted. Let your right arm lift to add a twist. You can let your gaze follow up your right hand. If it feels good, you can let your right arm come around your back. See how that feels? Taking one more breath here. Go ahead and let your right hand ground. We are going to come, I'm going to switch sides a second. We are going to come into what's called gate pose. You're going to let your left foot come out to the side to act like a kickstand, and you're going to roll on open to the side. So your left hand and left knee are grounded, and your right leg's long. So go ahead and bring your right arm over top of your head and reach nice and long. And we're going to draw circles with our right arm now. So you can start small and work up, but you guys are already warm. So if you want to go ahead and just get some nice big circles, slow and controlled. We're not a propeller. My friend in the green up front. Switching directions. Go ahead and bring your arm the other way. Beautiful. So go ahead and let your arm stay reaching up. You're going to let your right leg float. Find a little bit of a balance there. Bend your right knee. Reach back, grab your foot. And then push the top of your foot in the palm of your hand. Feel a nice quad stretch there. Taking one more breath here. Go ahead and release. Bringing your right hand down, bring your right foot towards your right hand. You're going to probably need to back up your knee, left knee a little bit, and then walk your hands back. Find a nice hamstring stretch. So hinging forward. If you pull your toes up towards your shin, you're going to get even more length through your hamstring. If that feels good, do that. So breathing into it. Taking one more breath here. Walking your hands forward. Let your left foot join your right. You're back into a forward fold. We're going to do that on the other side. So left foot stays planted, right leg lifts this time. Standing L on the left side. So your legs are making the L shape. Then drop your right hip to feel the outside of your left hip really get a nice stretch.
Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. Okay.
Then let your head drop down so the weight of your head stretching out your neck. One more breath here. Slowly let your back foot come down to your mat. You're going to come into that low lunge on the left side now. So you can drop your back knee if you want or keep it a little lifted, your choice. So right hand's going to plant underneath your right shoulder. Let your left arm lift up. Add your little bit of a low twist. I'm going to switch sides again. So breathing into it. Should feel some nice twist, stretch through your back, along with your front of your right quad. Go ahead and drop your left hand. So we're going to drop the right knee, let your right foot come out. We're going to roll open to the side, bringing left leg out long to find this gate pose again. So right knee should be roughly under right hip. Kind of look down. Bring your bicep, your left bicep by your left ear. So really stretch out long towards the top of your mat, towards me. Let's do arm circles on this side now. Go ahead and get some nice gentle rotations going through. Continuing to pay attention to your breath. Let's switch directions, go backwards or whatever way you're not going right now. A couple more here. All right, letting your left hand come down, bring your left foot by your left pinky. Bring your right knee back as much as you need to allow your hands to walk back and straighten out your front leg. So if you do just find yourself sitting on your back foot, that's a-okay too. So think extension through the crown and then hinge into this to get the nice long hamstring stretch. You like that? So breathing into it for one more breath. Walking your hands forward again. Allow your right foot to join your left. Inhale into a halfway lift. Find that nice 90-degree angle with your body. Exhale, fold. In your next inhale, we're going to roll all the way up nice and tall to a mountain pose. So one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, come up. You're going to lace your fingers at the top. As you exhale, allow your hands to come behind your head. So you're like you're doing a sit-up almost. And then bring your head back. Give yourself a nice shoulder stretch. Inhale back to neutral. Go ahead and release. Exhale, lean back. You're soaking up the rays on a beach somewhere. Inhale, come up nice and tall. Let your arms come up tall. As you exhale, do a high twist to the right. So right arm's going to go back, left arm forward. Now draw your left hip back a little bit. One more breath here, full breath. Inhale, center, find length. Exhale, left arm reaches back, right arm reaches forward. Draw your right hip back. So draw your right hip towards the right there. There you go. One more breath here. Inhale back to center. As you exhale, you're going to forward fold. So swan dive, push your arms away. Inhale into a halfway lift. As you exhale, plant your hands, step back to a plank position. Shift forward on your toes, lower down, elbows pointing towards the rear. You're coming onto your belly. Top of the feet can come down. Inhale, press on up to a little baby cobra. So lift your heart, activate your lower body. So squeeze your glutes and pull your kneecaps up. Exhale, lower, ground your forehead. 2 more times. Inhale, lift up. You want to go a little higher, you can. Exhale, lower. 1 more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Next inhale, curl your toes under, press back into that high plank, so high push-up position or tabletop. As you exhale, push back to down dog. Looking to the front of your mat, go ahead and step your way up to the top. 1 step or many, doesn't matter. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up nice and tall, Tadasana. Lacing your fingers at the top, same thing as before. Exhale, bring your hands behind your head. Inhale, come back to neutral. Exhale, 1 more. Inhale, back to neutral, arms come up. As we exhale, high twist right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into the plank position again. As you exhale, shift forward on your toes, lower down to your belly. So a little different this time that we're down. Bringing your right arm out to a T, left hand's gonna press into the earth. Bend your left knee, and go ahead and lift your left hip up. You're rotating open towards the side.
Oh, that's crack.
So back stretch, shoulder stretch. We're gonna stay here for a few breaths. So enjoy that shoulder opening that you're getting right now and that little bit of a back twist. 1 more breath here.
Dude, I apologize. I'm looking at my foot right now.
Coming back to center, go ahead and bring your left leg out long. Left hand goes out long. Right hand presses underneath your right shoulder. Right knee bends. Push into the earth. Roll on over the other way.
Oh my God.
Those sounds like cries of happiness.
Oh my God.
Take another big breath here. Ow! Slowly rolling back towards the center. Bringing left hand underneath. Curl your toes under. Inhale into plank. Exhale to down dog. We've got 1 more round. Look into the front. On your exhale, step your way to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain. Lacing your fingers at the top. Exhale, open your heart. Inhale, center. Exhale, open your heart. You guys are doing great. Inhale, center, arms come up. Exhale, high twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, high twist left. I didn't turn around this time. Inhale, center. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. We're going to come back into tabletop and then go ahead and find yourself a seat. Coming back into that easy seat, we're going to take a seated twist. Actually, bring your right leg out long. We're going to do a little different variation. Right leg out long, bend your left knee, and let it drape on over. So you're going to find that little crossover. So you're going to grab your left leg with your right arm, or if you're feeling really bendy, you can bring your right elbow on the outside of your left knee. So inhale as you're facing forward. As you exhale, start to twist, bringing your left hand behind you, not forcing, just being very mindful of what your body wants you to do. And breathe here, looking over your left shoulder. Complete the twist through your neck. That's your right shoulder.
Oh.
No. You're twisting the right way. Look over your left shoulder. There you go. That left. Taking one more breath here.
Stretch now.
Slowly coming back to center. Bring your legs out nice and wide. Inhale to find length. Exhale, hinge forward. Oh, walking your hands over to your right foot, maybe on the outside of the right foot. Find that lower back stretch. Nice big breath here. You may or may not reach your feet. Doesn't matter. Anywhere in your legs. Lifting up a little bit. Walk your hands over to the other foot. Maybe on the outside of the leg. Take a nice breath here. Coming back towards center, slowly come back up nice and tall. This time, left leg long, right leg is bent and crossing over. So either grabbing your knee or bringing your elbow on the outside of your knee. As you exhale, find your twist. So breathing into it. You can picture your breath as like a ball of light. Just picture that coming into your body as you inhale and going to the places that need it most. Need that relaxation. One more breath here. Slowly coming back towards center. Go ahead and bring your soles of your feet together now. So a little butterfly. You can flap your butterfly wings if you want. So we're going to do something called cow face arms. So I'm going to turn around to demonstrate this. So soles of the feet are together. Your left hand and right hand may or may not connect. So I'm hypermobile. If not, just grab your shirt wherever. And then pull your shoulder blades back. So left arm on top, right arm on bottom for starters. So if you have to force your neck down to do whatever, bring your right hand down lower. Because it's not about your hands touching. It's about having that nice, strong, tall spine. And then hinge forward from there. So let me get my butterfly feet back together. So you might just be a little hinge. That's more for the butterfly legs. But keep drawing your shoulder blades back together. Taking one more breath. Slowly coming on up. Let's switch right arm on top, left arm reaching back on the bottom. So inhale here, exhale, hinge. So squeezing the shoulder blades together. This is opening up your chest space, your shoulder, front shoulder area. One more breath here. Slowly coming on up. We're going to swing legs. Oh, I'm going to swing my legs around. Let your legs go long. Scoot back a little bit. We're going to take what's called fish pose. So a little bit more of opening up the heart. Elbows are going to come down. Hands are pointing towards your glutes. And go ahead and lift your heart on up. Let your chin go back to the degree of comfort for your neck. Taking a couple breaths here. Slowly drawing your neck forward. Go ahead and allow yourself to roll down all the way onto your back.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Happy babies next. Feet are going to come up. Go ahead and grab the outside of your feet. Draw your knees in towards your armpits and find a little rock and roll if that's fun for you. I hear a lot of very happy babies in the room. All righty. Go ahead and let your legs come up tall. So lift your hips on up. And if you want to do a shoulder stand from here, bring your hips into your hands. If you want to let your legs drape over your head, if that feels good, you can play around with that. This whole plow pose. Slowly coming up nice and tall. Slowly allowing your hips to roll down. We are getting ready for our final shape. Final relaxation that is. So legs are going to go out nice and long. You are going to take up as much space as you possibly can on your mat. So it's corpse pose. Or maybe you can make like an X shape, whatever feels good. I want you to relax into your mat. Envision yourself on the court, all right? A little visualization opportunity for you here. So close your eyes. Start to bring yourself into a game situation. I want you to pick a skill or a drill, something you've been working on, and I want you to mentally walk through the act of completing that skill or drill or whatnot. Think about how it feels when the ball hits your hand or your arm or whatnot. Think about the focus it requires to hone in on what it is you need to do to execute successfully. Let a smile come to your face after you've completed what you set out to do. Hear your teammates or the crowd congratulating you and cheering. Feel the success in your body, that thrill you get when you did what you set out to do. For this last little bit of time, we got 2 more minutes. I want you to just bask in the glory of whatever you just set out to do and accomplished. Just focus on that feeling, knowing that if you work hard over time, it's going to become second nature. Those pathways in your brain are being developed each time you mentally go through something. So if you want to keep going through whatever it is you just went through in your head or something else, go for it. Or you can just be. Just be with your breath, be with your body, and enjoy. Slowly starting to wiggle your fingers, maybe windshield wipe your feet back and forth, wiggle your toes if you can, and your socks. Let your arms go above your head, let your toes point, find the biggest, longest stretch you possibly can muster. So inhaling here to find length. As you exhale, draw your knees into your chest, give yourself a squeeze, congratulate yourself for the hard work you did on your mat and before that. Slowly start to rock and roll your way up till you find your way into an easy seat again. Taking more rocks if you're some people than others. All right, we're going to end with 2 big breaths together. Inhale, let your arms come up. Exhale, turn your palms away, push away anything that doesn't serve you for your game, for your practice, anything like that. Inhale once more. Drawing your hands into prayer position, heart center. Wish you all a beautiful rest of your Thursday. Happy homecoming.
Namaste.
Good job, ladies. You're welcome.